Good morning, YouTube world. I am back again with yet another DNA video. I've been meaning to upload a video about my MyHeritage results. I uploaded both my parents' kits and my own onto MyHeritage, and my parents originally tested on Ancestry. And I have made videos talking about their results from Ancestry and then from uploading their Ancestry results onto Family Tree DNA already. So when I uploaded my parents' kits and mine to MyHeritage, I had a fair idea of what to expect from our results from the other companies. I tested with Family Tree DNA. I have not tested with Ancestry. However, I am just about to get my results from 23andMe. I'm eagerly awaiting those. So, this is my mom's MyHeritage DNA results from an Ancestry raw data file transfer. And I'll read them off once it loads. My mom is 66.3% Irish, Scottish, and Welsh. Not a shock. 32.3% Scandinavian. Again, not a shock given the results from the other companies. This was a shock. 1.4% North African. That one kind of threw me off. Now, in regards to my mom's results from the other companies, in all of them, she has, with the exception of with the exception of her updated results from Family Tree DNA, she has a small like 2% amounts of DNA from other regions that aren't European. On one company, she has a result that's East Asian. Another company, actually no, Family Tree DNA does have her having a small amount of DNA that is not European, West Middle Eastern, and I also show up with that amount on Family Tree DNA. But in this one, according to MyHeritage, my mom is 1.4% North African, which is Algeria, Egypt, which, that just kind of surprised me. I wasn't expecting that. But in all of the companies, she has a small amount that's not European. One company, it's West Middle Eastern. Another company, it's East Asian. On DNA Land, it's tubular. I had to look that up. And the tubular live in the Altai Mountain region range, my geography is not up to par, but I think that actually borders on Russia and Asia. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll have to check that again. So that's my mom's results. Full ethnicity estimate, which I believe is pretty much the same. Yeah, it's the same. So that was kind of neat. And now I'm going to look at my dad's. My mom, mostly for paper trail research, is Irish, Scottish, and English. Yeah. And here's my dad's. His also was a bit of a surprise. My dad is mostly Acadian French with some Basque and everything else, and I made a long video talking about that. My dad is 31% Iberian. 26.2% Irish, Scottish, and Welsh. 18% Greek. And 14.5% Scandinavian. And 10.3% two more ethnicities. The Greek kind of was like, what? I found it interesting in most of the DNA companies, he shows up with a huge chunk of either Iberian or Southern European. MyHeritage has him, MyHeritage is the one company that has him the most Southern European. Like, MyHeritage actually is saying that my dad is mostly Southern European, which for a blonde hair, or originally, now he's not blonde, but originally blonde-haired, blue-eyed, pale, white guy of French-Acadian descent primarily, with a little bit of Native American, Basque, and Irish, and English, was a bit of a shock. His full ethnicity amounts, Greek, 18% Greek, which, yeah, I was like, what? And he's almost 10%, he's 9.6% Italian. Who knew? So there's obviously, like, there's something there, I don't know what. So Southern European, total, he's 58.6%. That's huge, over half. And 41.4% is North and West Europe. The 26.2% Scottish, Irish, and, Welsh. 14.5% Scandinavian, and 0.7% Finnish. Now, Family Tree DNA and Ancestry have a small amount of Finnish. So that is in line with that. But the Greek and Italian, Ancestry has him a little bit Italian. They have him, I forget the exact percentage, but they also have a little bit of Italian in there. But 18% Greek. Might explain why I love some Greek food. I don't know. I love gyros. My ethnicity results is also interesting. Now, my dad, he's like a 30-something% Iberian Peninsula. And before I get much further into that, yes, I know my parents are my parents. We are, like, the genetics line up. They are my parents. Just throwing that out there. And I've heard mixed results or mixed views, opinions on how accurate MyHeritage is. Some people claim it's more accurate than all the other companies, that it lines up perfectly with their paper trail research. Other people, it's 50-50. Other people, it's like, no, completely. For myself, maybe. So this is my results. I am 48.9% Irish, Scottish, and Welsh. Not a shock, considering my mom's about 60% or more. 30.1% Scandinavian. Still trying to figure out where that comes from on my mom's side. 13.7% Sardinian. I had to look up what that was. And only 7.3% Iberian versus my dad's 30-something%. So apparently I didn't inherit a lot of that. However, on the other companies, I am comparable to my dad's. Like, I share roughly close to the same amount that he does, or within a half margin of what he has. The Sardinian I had to look up. That is an island off, pretty much between Spain and Italy. So I find that interesting. Like, my dad, he's got Italy, Greece. I show up with Sardinian, so there's something there, I think. But that threw me off a little bit too. When I first got my results, I was like, "What's Sardinian? What the hell is that?" And so yeah, that's my results on there. MyHeritage is also quite interesting in the sense of some of the DNA matches. Like, I recognize a lot of matches that I have on the other companies, that my parents have on the other companies. But there's quite a few matches on there that aren't on the other companies. I either didn't test with those companies, but I've actually been able to get further on a couple of brick walls on my mom's side of the family through MyHeritage and DNA results from there, or DNA matches rather. But yeah, so that's a quick rundown of my parents' results on MyHeritage and mine. Now, again, my parents were ancestry transfers. I was a family tree DNA transfer, and I will be hopefully soon making a video about my 23andMe results, which I am about to get. It's at the last developmental stage. They're figuring out their computation and report generation stage, calculating your ancestry and generating all your reports. And I keep reloading the page going, come on, I want to look at them. So those are my results on MyHeritage and my parents' results on MyHeritage. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I haven't figured out how to do the whole, like, see something up in the top corner of the screen and still have me talking about it. I'm not that technologically inclined yet. And yeah, so those are the results from there. Thanks for watching. Have a good morning.